Hi, a very good morning to you, everyone. A very good morning to you. My name is Mompoloki Makwana, and I'm looking forward to today's session on our Sunday morning. That we have a lot that we are going through. We have a lot that we are going through, and when we do our personal life audit. Our personal life audit PLA, we realize that there's so much we have done, and there's still so much more that we can do. There is so much we have done, and there's still so much more that we can do in our lives. And our life represent a meaningful gesture in our day-to-day life, that every single day we should know we matter and we make a difference. Our being makes a difference. Where we are, what we do, every single day we matter. And most people, sometimes because of life, they have given up on themselves. They have given up on their journey because they don't believe that they do matter. Life has beaten us so bad in the past years, or life has been so good in the past years, that our desire to dream is no longer there. I just want to remind someone this morning, and I think yesterday, I was on just my normal routine of connecting with God, connecting with the Creator. That's on my Saturdays. I set a day aside. In our lives, we set a day aside where this is your day where you connect with your Creator. And one of the things that came to my mind, or that spoke into my spirit, is to talk to you this morning about activating your faith. Activating your faith, that there is so much happening that along the way we lose the zeal to keep going forward. There is so much happening in life right now that along the way we lose the zeal to love anymore. There is so much happening in our lives that along the way we lose the zeal to keep going forward. We lose the zeal to keep trying again. We lose the zeal to keep showing up. We lose the zeal to keep moving forward one step at a time. That life has beaten the zeal in us to keep moving and to keep doing what we have been called to do. So I just want to remind someone this morning that as long as you are here, for the fact that you can see this video, it means you are still in the game. It means you are still in the game. You still have something to do. You still have something to put forward. Your mission here is not over yet. You still have something that you need to bring forward, that other people, that the universe will be robbed if you don't do that thing. The universe will be robbed if you haven't shown that thing. So it all takes one thing. It takes the courage to keep moving forward. It takes all the faith to keep showing up, the faith to keep coming back again after defeat, after defeat, after defeat, but to keep showing back and saying, as long as I am here, I am going to keep showing up. I can see already it's a Maraka for our morning coach. I already say, thank you so much for joining us. And I would like you to know where you are joining us from. You can share on the comment box below to say, I am joining from Mahalape, Molepolole, wherever you are joining us from. Please do share with us. Do share with us where you are joining us from. So this morning, I just want to remind you, I don't know, maybe this word is for you to activate your faith, that along the way, you have been doing things a certain way, and you feel like the roofing of your trajectory is just nearby. You don't know which next step to take, to make a breakthrough in your life. You don't know which next products to introduce in your business. You don't know which next service to introduce at your workplace. You don't know what next initiative can you work on to make changes in your business, your organization, or your career. Or right now, maybe you feel overwhelmed because it seems like nothing seems to be working. Nothing seems to be going your way. Nothing seems to be going the way you thought they are going to go. This is for you. If you feel like there is the next place you need to take, there is the next level you need to take, there is the next place that you need to be, but you feel stuck, you don't know where to, you don't know what's the next move to take, you don't know what's the next phase to move, you don't know what's the next step to take. This is for you to remind you that you need to activate your faith. You need to move away from thinking that you are going to take action only when you see things going your way. You need to be in a position to believe that the idea that was given to you is still applicable at this time. That God did not give you that idea, or whatever you believe in, that they did not give you that idea only because there's a certain environment that you have to be in. There's a certain, conditions you have to be in. Many of us today, including myself, starting my career on speaking and coaching, I realized that I've waited for so long, waiting for the right environment. I've waited for so long, waiting for the right, conducive people on my side. I've waited so long, waiting for the right people to show up. I have waited for so long, waiting for the right resources. I waited and waited and waiting for the right economy, and that did not pay off. It's up until I decided I need to take this step. As long as the idea is here, it means it is the time. I am going to take action and see what happens. It is through faith, ladies and gentlemen, that we activate our journey, that we activate our dream. Our dreams lie idle when we want to wait for perfection. There's a saying that I love saying so much. I say, stumble your way to greatness, stumble your way to perfection, stumble your way to your future, stumble your way to your vision, stumble your way to your dream job, stumble your way to your dream marriage, stumble your way to your dream property, stumble your way to whatever you want to achieve. There is no perfect route on life right now. Whatever you want to do, you must put yourself in a position to say, I am willing to start even when everything else I'm looking for is not here. I want to see someone today who are able to activate what they believe in, and they say, I am willing to start, say, I am willing to start on my journey, even when all the things that I think I need are not here. I am willing to start, even when all the things I'm looking for are not here. I am willing to start, even when all the people that I thought will be there, they are not here for me. But because I have this idea, I have this dream which is stuck with me, I am willing to start and activate and see what will come out of it. Great people today that we see today, they all had that doubt. There were moments where they thought, this cannot work. There were moments when they didn't believe in anything that it could be possible. But what they did is, they said, because I have this idea, maybe my mother will not understand it now. My brother will not understand it now. That we are caught up in trying to make other people to understand. We are caught up in trying to get people to know why we do what we do, such that we lose so much time, and as time goes on, we are behind on our dreams and we are behind on our bills. Those are the words of Les Brown. That when we keep trying to get people on board who are not supposed to be on board, we lose the desire to activate on our dream. We lose the desire to work on what we should work on. We lose the desire to lose people that are not supposed to be on our journey. It is high time to understand your dream is for you. Your vision is for you. And some people will not understand it because it was not given to them. It was not meant for them. But the moment you activate it, the moment you get on your journey, you start where you are with what you have. You set yourself in motion, and everything else begin to change the moment you keep showing up and understanding that it's your dream. For it to manifest, you are the one who have to activate it. That we are waiting for the right time. We are waiting for the right people. We are waiting for the right resources. And we never start until we begin to activate our faith and say, I don't know what is going to come out of this, but I am willing to take a step today to see what can come out of it. That most of you are stuck because you are still waiting for other people to understand your journey. You are stuck because you are still waiting for other people to cheer you up. You are stuck because you are still waiting for other people's approval. You are stuck because you are still waiting for the right environment. You are stuck because you are still waiting for the lockdown to end. You are stuck because you are still waiting for things to happen on your way. If things don't happen in your way, you take things emotional. You take things personal. You don't want to do it because things don't seem like the way you thought they will be. And you will keep on moving in circles until one day you have to realize, I need to make a move before I am ready. I need to take a step before I am ready. I am going to take imperfect steps every single day to build up on the perfection that I dream of. I am going to take imperfect steps every single day to build on the dream that I have in my heart, that I know I have to live this dream. If I don't do it, no one can do it for me. If I don't implement it, no one will do that for me. I am willing today to take the first step. It's only by doing that. One idea, one step, one call, one text, one message, one email can change your life. And most people today are miserable and are not happy where they are because they are not willing to take that one single gesture that can change everything else. I remember my words, the words of one great philosopher in the field of personal development. He's the father of personal development, Jim Rohn. He shared something interesting. He said, be open to all experiences because you never know which experience will turn everything on. Be open to all experiences because you never know which experience will turn everything on. Looking back in my life, I've seen myself taking decisions that I never believed in them. But because the idea was there, I wanted to implement it. There are moments in my life where even my first book, The Birth of Greatness, I was not sure. I called one gentleman, I said, how much does it cost to write a book? And he said, around 20,000. And I didn't have 20,000. And because of what I was seeing, I nearly limited my vision. And I said, you know what? Let me write the book. Maybe by the time I finish writing my book, the prices will have fallen down. I will find someone who can help me. And the time I finish writing the book, one experience, writing the book. Second experience, I started thinking, okay, I do not have all this money to do the publishing. What can I do? I started advertising the book before it was even ready, before it was even, I had any single hard copy. So I started even now making money before I released the book. So I used the experience after experience to build momentum for that. Within 6 months, we had already sold more than 800 copies of my first book, The Birth of Greatness. What happened? What happened is that I believed that if I have the idea, then I can implement it. If I can implement it, it can become successful. It's one layer after the other. You don't have to wait for the time when everything else is in place. You don't have to wait for the time when people are cheering you up. You don't have to wait for the time when people understand you. Sometimes them not understanding you is an opportunity for you to do your best. It's an opportunity for you to build something that people never saw before, because you have uniqueness in you. You have greatness in you. You have that unlimited potential in you. Other people may say whatever they want to say. They don't know you yet. There are some stuff in you you have not brought out. And if you are waiting for them to understand you, you are losing it. You will never understand anything in the outside unless you understand yourself, that you are a special being. And for people to start understanding you, they need to see you in motion, doing one activity after the other. This is the best time for you to start. This is the right moment for you to start. Yes, one gentleman once said in his book, Men Search for Knowledge. Men Search for Knowledge. He said, the impulse to dream has been beaten out of us by life, that we no longer want to keep showing up. We no longer want to keep, going. We no longer want to keep improving, because the impulse to dream has been beaten out of us by life. We know for sure that many of us, we are not where we are supposed to be. We are not where we are meant to be. We are stuck in certain environments. We are stuck in certain relationships. We are stuck in certain processes. We are stuck in certain jobs. We are stuck in certain businesses. We no longer want to go an extra mile, because life has beaten out the desire to dream, the desire to do better. This is the right moment where you need to make a decision that I am going to start even when I am not sure. What is faith? Faith is believing in the things that which are not seen. that believing in the power, that all the things we see today were made out of the power that we cannot see today. That all the things we see today were made out of the power we cannot see today. That today we can start working on something in our indoors. We can start on building something that can set us to the next level. This is the right time to start. This is the right time to implement that idea. This is the right time to start afresh. This is the right time to start again. You need to put yourself in a position where you are saying, I am willing to start even when I am not sure. I am willing to start even when things are not around. I would like to end this conversation with what T.D. Jakes talked about. He said, it is not the movement of the clock that brings newness in your life. It is the movement in your mind that brings newness in your life. It is not the movement of the clock that brings newness in your life. It is the movement of in your mind that brings newness in your life. And he said something, he said, new life comes from your new way of looking at your life. A new life comes from a new way of looking at your life. I don't know what has been happening in your life right now. I don't know the things that have been going in your life right now. But new life comes from your new way of looking at your life. There is nothing in the outside that is going to bring newness in your life. It is deep inside of you, the ideas and the potential that is lying dormant in you that is going to bring newness in your life. That means what? This is the good news for you, to know that you are in control. It may not seem that way. It may not seem like things are going the way you thought. It may not seem like things are going the way you planned. It's not that. You are still in control. Even in the midst of challenges, in the midst of crisis, where you are right now, you can set a new path where you are going to build momentum to build your dream again. It's possible that from now onwards, you can start a new path, a new journey, which you are the driver of your own dream. You are the dictator of your own steps. You are the author of your own journey. It depends on you. Everything is waiting for you. Your parents are counting on you. Your spouse is counting on you. Your children are counting on you. Your relatives are counting on you. But you are counting on you. And it's high time you decide, I am going to start anyway. I am taking steps every single day, even when I don't feel like it's going to work out. But I know that things begin to work out when I keep on going. Faith is believing that whatever that we start is already completed. Whatever ideas we have, they are already completed. Whatever knowledge we want to establish, it's already established in us. It's coming to us now as an awareness, but it's already built in us. That whatever the books we want to write, we have already completed them. Whatever the new things we want to introduce, they are already there. Whatever the stuff we want to put out, it's already in us. Whatever you are looking for is also looking for you. You need to understand that life works on how you want it to work. You are the commander-in-chief for your life. And then every single day, whatever you put out, you are planting seeds for you. Whatever seeds you are planting today, you are going to reap. And here's what I want to remind you today. You are where you are because of who you are. You are where you are because of who you are. Now, you have good news here. You can begin to go to the next level by changing who you are. You can build a new route today by building a new person in you today. It's not the movement of the clock. It's not when you are told now you can go out of the lockdown that things are going to work for you. It's not when you are told now you are promoted that you are going to be amazing. You are already amazing. It's just time to step into your greatness. It's the time now to start believing in that, to start acting like you were. It's faith. Is believing the things to be what they are as if they were. Things which are not as if they were. Believing that I am the greatest motivational speaker alive. Believing that I am the best author can be, that Botswana has ever seen. I am the best leadership coach that Botswana has ever seen. It's those thoughts that we start with. It's believing that I can do so much more. Other people have not seen me yet. For so long, I've been stuck in a lane of other people, trying to do the way they were doing them, trying to do, writing the way they thought, this is how we write, trying to follow other people's script. It's by then when I stepped out of that lane, I realized that I have greatness in me. I can build something new today that people have never seen. I can start to write my own script of my own life. I can begin today to build a new life, because a new life comes from my changing my way of looking at my life. So I begin to write my own script, and I had the faith that things will keep adding up as I keep moving forward, as I keep showing up. There are certain individuals today who show up because they are called to show up. There are individuals who show up and then let me slow down on that one. There are certain individuals who show up in life because they are forced to show up in that relationship. They are forced to show up in that job. They are forced to show up in that business. They are forced to show up in whatever they are doing. And then on the other hand, my friend, there are individuals who show up every single day because they know that life is about showing up. If you don't show up your stuff, no one will ever know what you are up to. And if they don't know what you are up to, they may not support you. They may not root for you. They may not cheer for you. Then you need to make a commitment to yourself, not to your boss, not to your spouse, a commitment to yourself that from now onwards, I am going to show up, because life is about showing up. And you are not going to wait for things to be right. You are not going to wait for the right environment. You are showing up even when the environment is not right. Sometimes the environment is waiting for you. Sometimes the environment is waiting for your dream in order for it to change. And if you keep waiting, then everyone else is waiting. You need to understand the principles of life, that whatever you are looking for is also looking for you. Certain things you have not found out yet because you are deliberately stopping on your own way. You are deliberately, taking yourself out. You are counting yourself out. You need to get in a position today where you count yourself in. Yes, you are qualified. Yes, you have the right experience. Yes, you have the right skills. Yes, you can write that book. Yes, you can start that business. Yes, you can get that promotion. Yes, you can get whatever you are looking for if you believe you can get it. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are both usually right. These are the words of the gentleman, one of the leading speakers in the area of technology. He said, whether you think you can and whether you think you can't, you are both usually right. Whatever you believe, you activate in your life. I don't know what you have activated in your life, but here's what I know. You can start building the life you want by building your belief system, by building your faith, and believing that things can happen in your life. You too are qualified. You are qualified. And you are not here on earth to add numbers of population. You are here on earth to make a difference. And today you are hearing these words not by coincidence, because there is some work you have to do. You are still here, and that means you are still in the game. There is some stuff that you need to take out there. Otherwise, if you are not used up, if you are used up, you wouldn't be here. Your mission could have been done and complete. But because you can hear these words, it means you are still in your journey to build that dream again. You are still in a journey to influence. You are still in a journey to provide that healing. You are still in a journey to build that beautiful relationship. You are still in that journey to build that new ideas. You are still here. That means you are still in the game. I want you to know that whatever you want, you can achieve in your life. This is not some wishy-washy motivation. This is believing that everything else we see in our lives is nothing but through our faith. And here's what faith means. Faith means taking steps even if you are not sure. Taking steps even when you are not sure of the outcome. You are stuck where you are because you want to be sure of what is going to happen when you start. And you will never know until you start. Most people want to start when they are great, but you don't have to be great to start. You have to start in order to be great. You need to put yourself under pressure today to say, there are some stuff that I want to do out there. I remember one gentleman sent me a message when I advertised my new book, What Amazing Employees Do. And he was saying, man, you write books, every year. Some people write books, they take a break, then they release another book after 3 years, after 4 years. And I say to him, I don't know how much time they have on earth that they have the ability to do that. I don't know how much time I have on earth. And the truth of the matter, like Gary Vee would say, you are going to die. and you don't know the time you are going to leave this earth. And there are some stuff you need to take out there before you leave. My mentor said something. He said some people, they go through life, they do nothing, they change nothing, they influence nothing. They don't cause any confusion, they don't cause any ripple effects of changes. They are not impactful and they don't change anything. Even when they are gone, we don't know that they are gone because they are not making any significant change. And therefore, when they die, in fact, on their graves, we can write not used up, because they die with their dreams and ideas they never activated. I don't know what you haven't put out there yet, but I know if you can start believing in your ability to figure things out, believing in the higher power that he has something for you that you can start to implement, that you are needed. You are needed. You are needed. We need you. We need you to come to play. We need you to come on board. And life is not going to be beautiful if you are not showing us your stuff. We are waiting for your stuff. But don't stop on your own way. It's me, Mompoloki Makwana. If you want to join most of our sessions, every Fridays we run one-on-one sessions called the Empowered Second Leadership Academy, where I help people to figure out their journey. I help people to identify what they can do. I help people to identify to themselves. I help people to commit to themselves. I help people to, to activate their own greatness. I help individuals to find out how far they can go. And there's a statement that I use so much and I love so much. Only the people who risk going far can find out how far they can go. Only the people who risk going far can find out how far they can go. And sometimes you need a mentor by your side. You need a coach by your side. And this is the one standing before you. Say, we need you in our circle. Make sure that you join our circle. We have different programs for personal leadership, on career development, relationship dynamics, personal leadership, all this job preparation. We have the personal leadership programs at Prime Coaching that can change your life, that can enhance your life. You already have the greatness. We're not giving you greatness. We are just helping you on your journey. We are your partner in your dream. We are the partners for your dream. We are the partners for your vision. And we need you to activate your faith. We need you to see you living fully the life you really want to live. And we are here for you. Let me read your comments before I sign out. Pauline Albert Al Profound, thank you so much. I'm going to start anyway with the belief that everything else will fall into place. Paul Nkambule are, hi, indeed my faith is activated, Mr. Makwana. Tabiso Lekoko are, whatever you're looking for is also looking for you. Already are, oh yes, and I can see Hale Moshe are inspired, say thank you Hale, and I see Ndawana are Kukomole Polole. Already are, live your dream for you. And then Kicho are, other people doesn't exist in notion that kills dream. I am willing to take this step. Thanks. And then who else? Kicho are, just do it. Don't be disturbed by making people understand you. Samina, good morning. Good morning. Ludon watching from Grabs. Mr. Moemedi Topoki, this is the personal branding coach, the personal branding preacher. Mr. Moemedi, thank you for joining us. Then I can see who else. All right, that is that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so much work to do. Let's get the work done. Nothing works until we work. Wishing, planning, dreaming, and hoping is not going to get us anywhere. When we start, we realize how far we can go. Only the people who risk going far can find out how far they can go. And I'm open for you to reserve your copies for my new book. Be the special ones. Be the first special 20 who are going to receive my book. You're already 12 here, so 8 more to go. So reserve your copy today. What amazing employees do. What amazing employees do. You are an employee. You are going to be an employer. You need this book. You need this book for you, for your daughter, for your siblings, for your brothers. They need that. In the world which is changing, they need a book like this. Today, I was just talking about activating your faith. And here's how I sum it up. Nothing is going to work for you until you start. There are certain elements, principles, ideas, people who are only going to show up in your journey to support you after you start. They can't come now because there is no activity. They are not going to come now because nothing is working. They are not going to come right now because they don't know what you are up to. Start and people will show up. Start, resources will fall into place. Start, processes will work for you. Start, the economy will shift for you. Start, Everything else will follow suit after you start. And that's what faith is about, is starting and believing that things will work out as we keep going. Make sure you share this message with your friends. Make sure you share this message with those around you. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until we meet again, I see Hope Sepontobang. Hey, friend, take a step even if you are not sure. Reminds me of the point that growth seminar. I forgot the point. Yes, take the step before you are sure. And we said growth is faith, is the ability to say, I am willing to start even when I am not sure of what will come out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. It may seem like other people are doing, they found the right way, and I want to remind you, they have not found the right way. They are still on their way of growth. Mompoloki Makwana is not even 100% of his potential. He is still developing himself. We are not there yet, and that gives us the opportunity to thrive together and work together. Thank you so much.